week we're talking with Rabbi Sarah Tasman, founder of the Tasman Center for Jewish Creativity. Among her many roles, Rabbi Sarah creates personalized and meaningful ceremonies for Jewish and interfaith couples. She'll share how to find a wedding officiant and create a ceremony that fit you as a couple. Let's meet Rabbi Sarah.
Everything surrounds Jewish spirituality, creative expression, and ritual. And I do a lot of life cycle events, working with couples and families for weddings, baby namings, bar and bat mitzvahs. And I do a lot of guest teaching on Jewish mindfulness and yoga and meditation as well. I decided I wanted to be a rabbi when I was 12 years old. I loved my whole bat mitzvah experience, and I was really involved with our temple and was very involved at our summer camp and with youth group. And all those leadership experiences I had really confirmed for me that I wanted to be a Jewish leader. I went to a rabbinical school in Boston, and now I'm a community rabbi. So I work with people from all different Jewish backgrounds and those who love their Jewish partner or their Jewish family who they themselves may not be Jewish. I really love making Judaism personal and meaningful for people, for whatever experience they're coming to me for, whether it's a life transition, a life cycle event, learning, or a community gathering. I want that to be a really accessible, meaningful, and creative experience. And I love making Judaism as expansive and creative as possible. Every officiant has a different personality, a different working style, different requirements of what they expect from the couples or what they're willing to do or when they're willing to be available. So I always recommend that couples maybe interview or have an initial consultation with a couple different rabbis. I want couples to know exactly what they're getting into if they want to hire me and work together with me. So I feel like that initial consultation is really important for the officiant and for the couple to make sure that it's a good fit. One of the reasons why I think it's so important for couples to have the right officiant is because the officiant can help the couple prepare not only for the wedding day, but for their marriage and for their life together. And I think it's really important. With a wedding day, there's so much anticipation. The wedding is almost a culmination or a commencement, sort of all this work that's gone into making that day possible, but it's also the first day of the rest of the couple's life together. So it's this beautiful life transition. So having the right officiant that can help couples really mark that occasion with intention is so important. We do a combination of planning for the ceremony and the different ritual items. We also do premarital counseling, so making sure that couples really have tools for a successful relationship. And then I give couples some homework where I ask them to answer questions about what they love, admire, and respect about each other. And then I love to use some of what they wrote in their answers in the ceremony using their own words. Marriage takes work. Marriage is like a garden. You have to make sure that there's soil and fertilizer and water and rain and really tend and nurture the garden. So I always encourage couples to continually work on their relationship, to check in with each other. I've done a couple of Jewish Hindu weddings, which have been so beautiful and using the different rituals from the different faith backgrounds. I always invite couples to to think about if they have any special cultural or family or religious traditions that they want to include in the wedding day. So maybe there's a special ritual from one of their backgrounds that's a pre-wedding ritual, or maybe there's a special blessing in a native language for one of their families. I'm working with a couple now where one partner, her family is from Madagascar. So they're gonna use some special Malagasy fabric for the wedding canopy, for the chuppah. Just those moments where the couples really made it very personal, made the ceremony really personal. Those have been some of the most meaningful for me. I really want to encourage couples to be patient with each other, to be compassionate, non-judgmental, and that I want to encourage couples to reach out to family or friends or their rabbi or a therapist if they need extra support. I actually had 2 wedding ceremonies. I had a little wedding in Louisville, Kentucky, in my parents' backyard for our family, just because my grandmother at the time she wasn't able to travel to Martha's Vineyard, where we had our main wedding with all of our friends and our community. So in our little wedding that we had in my parents' backyard, we did this special Jewish ritual that's called a lover's covenant, or Brit Ahuvim. And for this ritual, we chose special objects that had significance to our relationship and to our vision of our partnership together. We had a Matchbox DeLorean car from Back to the Future. We had some little pug figurines. We had our wedding bands. We had a little coin purse. So each of these items had different significance for us, special moments in our decision to be together, or that were values that were important to us. And we put them in a bag, and then together we lifted up the bag to show that we were acquiring our marriage and acquiring our partnership.